Hello everybody, Mom Do back again after a long break from uploading, and today I'm bringing you my first video for 2021. It is going to be about Bleach Brave Souls. This game, I've played it for a long time. It's one of my favorites. I hope that you all welcome me in the YouTube section, because I'm trying to get into the Bleach community. So much love, much support would be appreciated. But anyway, let's get into the new player guide for 2021 for Bleach Brave Souls. Without further ado, let's go into the main thing. If you're a new player, you don't know how these stats work, let's go on to a character real quick and check out the stats, alright? But first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get out totally, just go to something that I kind of not touch. So for an instance, this 5-star Yoruichi. Alright, so as you can see here, you have stamina, which is your health, attack, explains defense, which is, and SP, which is special. So SP is kind of like your spiritual, it is your spiritual pressure basically. And the difference, there are two types of characters in this game. There are ones that can run with attack and ones that can run with spiritual pressure, alright? And focus is kind of like this one stat that you might want to prefer on some characters, but at the same time you really don't care for it, but it's still there if you want to build for it. And these are the main stats in the game. Now you have something in this game called a soul trait, and we have loads of soul traits in this game. The most preferred ones are going to be the following. Your favorite soul trait is probably going to be, for spiritual pressure characters, is you're gonna prefer strong attack recharge, alright? Which this Yoruichi got a really unique soul trait. Usually we'd only have like strong attack recharge and that's it, but this one got strong attack recharge and strong attack damage, alright? So strong attack damage is basically gonna increase the damage of these strong attacks. So you see like how she got the purple thing over there, like if you check the word main effects and attack bonuses, she got the big punch and the big punch button, which is your melee attack, which you probably use for attack character. But from her soul trait you can tell that she is a strong attack character. So basically we're going to work on her spiritual pressure, alright? And the cool thing about this is it's kind of like cooldown cut, if you can understand what I mean. So basically instead of you having to wait like 5 seconds, 6 seconds for your thing to come back, you wait like 2 seconds instead, you know what I mean? And the cool thing about soul trait is that it transfers. So for an instance, I've got this Ichigo right here, alright, and he got 12% strong attack recharge for his soul trait. Now if you go to augments, the soul traits of the other characters transfer onto this Ichigo, alright? And as you can see, you have loads of different types of attack, but basically, as I said, spiritual pressure and attack are going to be your main. So either run for spiritual pressure depending on the character's soul trait and abilities, or you want to go for just pure attack and that's it, alright? Now for this Ichigo, as you can tell, he's a spiritual pressure character, so I'm running a lot of spiritual pressure on him, alright? Now the main thing you want to focus on to gain those stats and to gain those abilities on your characters are going to be accessories. So if you go to accessories over here, we have loads of different types of accessories. The most ones that you want to be looking out for are going to be Yuki Dispenser, going to be Tenshintais. If you're a new player and your ultimate ability is not one-shotting the bosses, you run a Tenshintai and you get that bonus for your special move. So instead of it doing like 5,000, if you put a Tenshintai, so basically as you can see there's colors as well. So for instance, this is Mind, alright, and if you put that on the Ichigo that I just showed you, the stats will double. So basically instead of it giving you like 50%, it's going to be 100. Instead of 15 spiritual pressure, it's going to be 30. So you're getting a lot of cool stuff, and you would usually prefer to run 30% spiritual pressure, or 20. If you can't get the 30, it's pretty hard if you get the 30, but if you have 20, it's great as well for you as a new player. So yeah, this is what you're gonna be looking for. Spiritual pressure would be really much good on the spiritual pressure related accessories, as you can tell. And then you're also going to be looking for Soul Reaper Captain badges. You're going to be looking for no affiliation. So basically these stuff are kind of advanced, but if you're a new player, then you get these. They're actually pretty good. So save them, hold on to them, and get them to 5-star, alright? And then these are the hunting cap helmets. For new players, these are so beautiful because you don't have to spend a single dime on these, alright? These you will literally be able to get from quests. You can do a quest that rotates every once in a while and you can get these, but this will be for not the second part of the guide, not for now. And for attack accessories, you're going to be looking out for these. Hollow bait. You're going to be looking out for chappies. And you're going to be looking out for where is it? Bubbles dispenser. So you're going to be looking out for these three as your main attack accessories. And one last thing for SP, fortification pills, really insane, really good. Run them whenever you can. But these, as I said, these are just advanced stuff you will get on later. This one you're gonna have to get lucky to get. So there is a bunch of luck involved in accessories, but the main ones that people have been running for years are super free and you don't have to worry about it. But again, back to characters, and let's get more in depth. Alright, so we have 5 types for characters. We have mind, we have power, and we have heart. So mind, power, heart, right? So look at this. Technique, heart, power, speed, and mind. Alright? So these are the 5 types of character. And if you have not played a game like this before, these will kind of matter. So technique beats speed, and heart and mind kind of, it's like light and dark basically, they hit each other up. And blue, you know, speed beats power, and power beats technique. Alright, so it's gonna be like that. It's pretty obvious, but you know, if you're new to these kind of games, that's how it works. And usually you would like to bring an attribute advantage character wherever you go. And here's where it starts getting a little, how do I say, a little bit more advanced, but I'm pretty sure like you don't need to be super smart to get these down. So next thing we have killer. Alright, and since you've watched Bleach, we have a lot of affiliations in the game. Basically, we have Soul Reapers, we have captains for the Soul Reaper squads, we have Squad 0. If you have not caught up on the manga, I'm not going to spoil it. Check out the manga, I'll understand. They're like kind of they're stronger than the captains themselves. We have Hollows, we have Arankars, we have Espada, we have Human Currency, and no affiliation. Alright? So these are the ones in the game. But in the game, Squad Zeros are not going to be stronger than the captains. Alright? Just keep that in mind. They're not going to be stronger. But in the anime they are. But anyway, these are the affiliations. And as you can see, it says killer. So for instance, if I'm going into a place where it says there is Soul Reaper affiliation enemies, I'm like, I want the Soul Reaper killer. Alright, well, just filter it and see. All of these are Soul Reaper killers. So basically what this means, they will deal 20% more damage to Soul Reapers if they hit them up. And how do you know which killers does your character have? For an instance, if you go on this Ryuken, you will see that it says right here, under killer, Soul Reaper. And then under it, there's something called a special, which is going to be you're going to waste Soul Bomb to use, alright? So just keep that in mind. Next thing you need to worry about when you're farming stuff is, for an instance, there is 2 types of things in this game. There's melee and there's ranged, alright? So melee means their attacks will not reach, so they're not using a bow and arrow, or they're not slashing like Getsuga shows out their blade, so you have to stand in their face to hit them with your normal attack, alright? And there's ranged, which basically they have a bow or their sword sends like kind of special waves, so you don't have to get close to the enemy to hit them with your normal attack, alright? And usually when I hit with your normal attack, when all of your strong attacks are on cooldown, and I'll demonstrate this in a bit. And in some advanced areas you're going to be having issues with this, because some areas will require will have melee resistance. So if you bring a character with a melee attack, it will deal no damage, and I mean like 0 damage on anything, alright? Unless your character got some special skills on it which allows it to bypass this barrier. So if you're going to a melee resistance area, you want to run with ranged character so you don't get cucked in the process, alright? And then you have unique attacks as it shows here. You have barrier, which probably explains itself. Some characters on their strong attacks will have a barrier that surrounds them, alright? And that barrier basically guarantees you invincibility for 3 hits. 3 hits you will not take any damage. So it's kind of pretty cool if you're a new player and you get a character with a barrier. And there are characters that get a boost, and it basically boosts all their stats, more attack, more spiritual pressure, more defense, stuff like that, but no more stamina. Just keep that in mind, no more stamina. And then you have heal, explains itself, and auto revive. So auto revive is the only skill in this game that does not come on your normal strong attack damage. You're gonna have to use a special to have the revive. And the way it works is you use your special, and whenever you die, you get revived with 50% health. And when you get revived, the enemies will get pushback effect on them, so they don't kill you instantly when you revive, and you have a chance to run away and apply more damage on the enemies. Now, next thing we're going to talk about, the cool thing about Sword is it really makes it easier to understand the game, you know what I mean? You have soul traits. And that's the one that I was talking about. Increased normal attack damage, you know, reduced, and all these cool stuff. So you can check here. The ones that you mostly going to be messing around with are increased strong attack damage, reduced strong attack cooldown, normal attack damage, and decreased damage taken. Alright, now if you're doing stuff like Senkaimon, which we're going to get on later, you want to run with Last Ditch a lot if you're a new player, because you're not going to have these crazy accessories to one-shot most of the bosses, or kind of like be done with this stage really fast. Now initiate skills, they're kind of crazy because, for instance, a demonstration for initiate skills, check out this Ichigo, right? If you go to list, initiate skills. So this is kind of a new thing that got introduced to us in 2020 for Bleach Brave Souls. Most characters will start having skills that just come with them at 5 stars. You don't even have to 6-star them. Read Soul Reaper dodges, that is good in Hogyaku Zone. We'll get on that later. Weaken resistance, paralysis resistance. So basically can't be weakened, can be paralyzed. So that's insane for a character to have these. It's nuts. 3 free skills, and then you start counting the normal skills which they have. And in the case of this Ichigo, he got, I think, 13 skills. So 3 initiates, count with me, 13, oh sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 skills. 14 skills. It's nuts, but hey. The new characters are getting stronger day by the day. But anyway, now since you've understood the basics of the game and what you kind of should prioritize when you're doing stuff, I want to get into a topic that a lot of new players don't seem to understand, is that if you go not to summons, right? Like I'm going to summons right now, I'm going to check, oh my god, look at these new characters, blah blah blah. I just started the game and I'm like, yo, I like Uryu, I want to get this Uryu, bro. I'm pulling on this Uryu banner, and then like you look, and then the regret starts after you get more into the game, because like for an instance, now don't get me wrong, this Uryu is good, right? But just if you're new and there is a random banner coming up, now this banner is better than this banner because this Rukia is broken, right? And as a new player, you wouldn't know that. You're like, I hate Rukia, oh my god, but this character is really good. So if you're a new player, you're gonna have a lot of sources for orbs. So you're gonna be able to get this character. So when you start as a new player, always ask. Don't summon like a freaking blindly and just keep spending those orbs. You know what I mean? Save them if there's not a good banner. But if you're a new player, I would just suggest. Take it easy, ask if there's a good banner. If there's a good banner coming out, just keep farming with the character they give you and go on from there, alright? Now, Next thing I want to touch on real quick is the characters and how can you get orbs pretty fast in this game. Alright, it's 5 minutes mark, so I'm going to be done by 20, and that'll be the guide. Alright, how do you get orbs in this game? 1-star characters, if you max them out, they give you 5 orbs. 2-star characters, if you max them out, they give you 10 orbs. 3-star characters, if you max them out, they give you 25 orbs. 4 characters, they give you 35. 5-star characters give you 50, and 6-star characters give you 75 orbs. So basically every 5-star character that you get is going to give you 125 orbs. So basically half a multi-summon. A lot of people don't notice how crazy that is, but this game is super free to play. If you know how to save, this game is gonna be, you don't even have to spend anything. Like literally, no money should be used in this game, to be honest. They'll give you a lot of free orbs, but if you've been playing for like 2-3 years, it's not gonna be that easy. But anyway, that's how you get orbs, and now we should get on to gameplay and demonstration of the game. So basically, I would say that let's go to like a difficult quest, alright, to show you how to play, right, or what to pick if you're going into something. So for an instance, areas like these, they force you to use a certain color of a character. These characters are mined, so I'm gonna be forced to run with these kind of units, right? And they are hollow, so I need a hollow killer. A good thing this Mugetsu is a hollow killer, but oh my god, they also have Soul Reaper. I can't have 2 soul traits, alright? So basically, you want to run with a hollow and a Soul Reaper killer, but if you don't have that, you can just run with Soul Reaper or a hollow killer. You don't have to choose both, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a necessity. So for an instance, right now, look at that, I'm checking out for accessories, and if the accessory is not befitting of the character, as you look here, it's highlighted with like kind of a gray color. That means the first thing will not work on him. So the game kind of gives you those, how do I explain it, those guides without you like noticing, like, oh, this doesn't work on this, so I shouldn't be using it. And now for the soul trait part, as you can see, I switched it to heart because personally for me, I have, as you can see, level 10, level 10, level 10, and the area that I'm farming right here allows me to get that on my character. So let's do a quick run of this, you know, quick 5 tickets, never hurt anybody. I want these anyway, so I'm just gonna do it. So this area that we're gonna be farming right here is called Inheritance Zone. As a new player, you don't concern yourself too much with it. Just get your characters to 200, enjoy the game, you know, have fun. But like 1 month in the game, this is gonna be kind of like a big thing for you, you know what I mean? And as you can see here, my strong attacks are coming like pretty fast. Look at that. Now see, that guy was hidden. We're gonna have to wait for him to get out of like his hidden state so we can hit him. See, that's my normal attack. I'm a melee character, and you can see he was weakened. When you're weakened, you do 1 damage per hit. And certain characters are better than other characters. For an instance, this guy has a lot of range on his abilities, surprisingly, and he's really fun to play. But there are like some other versions of Ichigo that totally suck ass. Like, not even gonna sugarcoat it. They truly suck ass. And as you can see, if you double tap, you can just evade and stuff. But you know, you're not dumb. You guys are humans. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to be saying this shit, but I don't know. I feel like to say it because like it kind of makes it a proper guide, if you know what I mean. Alright. Oh god. And now we have more enemies coming in. You see, I waited there because my strong attacks were on cooldown and I can't do any damage with my normal attacks, so... You know what I mean? Wait for this guy to get out of his state. And we should be at the boss now? Yep, we are. As you can see at the boss, you unleash your final attack. And there's always a cool animation for this game, so hey, I really like it. And yeah,
これで
there
わ
we
か
go.
っただろ
As you can see, that didn't one shot, but since I have weakening, take no damage, and I deal more damage to the enemy if they have weakening. So there you have it. Demonstration. A lot of information. Tell me if I missed something, please. I would like to take up on it in the next. Uh, this was a beginner's guide. Next one is going to be intermediate. All right. So I'm going to be uploading it back to back. So now I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to upload the intermediate. But yeah, the link slot potions that we got. You know what? I'm going to just get out of here real quick and show you something. So let's go to a mind character because I just got a couple of potions for mind, right? So let's say I want to put some potions on this guy, right? Alright, so upgrade slot, and then it gives you options. See, I can use these potions to get them up. And you have rainbow link slots, and those kind of like drop, and you can use them for everything. But yeah, and you use gold, and you use potions to max out. And when you max this out, whenever you put a character here, you will get bonus stats. So yeah, that's it for the guide, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be covering more information about these complex stuff in the intermediate. If you want to, watch it, you're more than welcome. If you're an old player, I hope you enjoyed this. If you're a new player, I also hope you enjoyed this. But yeah, have a great day. See you later, and peace.